my name is Madhulika Tyagi. I am currently a PCC credentialated coach, and I'm also on ACTC journey. All of that with Coacharya. Um, I'm otherwise, I come from a background of social sector. So I trained as an Ayurvedic physician, then worked in public health and social sector with NGOs and educational institution in that space, development space. And then somehow one day it seemed like no more full-time work is happening. And that's when I thought that I wanted to do something very different. And that's how I came to coaching ultimately after different pieces of my professional journey. While I was also growing as a professional, I mentioned that I had been from the social sector. So I was also, along with the professional pursuits, I was also pursuing a lot of other things on the side, and this was happening. Not that I was choosing them. I think I would say they were choosing me. So I was doing a lot of other things on the side, very introspectional and somewhat spiritual journeys. I did Advait Vedant and Gita with Chinmay Mission, and was also into landmark training programs for long. So this was going on for 7-8 years. And when I decided that I'm not going to be working in a full-time role, 9-to-5 job, I think in my mind, I was setting up to be able to give what I had gained and learned from my experience, personal, professional. And that's when I started finding out what would be a way to give what I've learned. And I wanted to be structured. I wanted to be able to give it in a way that at least it does no harm to anyone. So I didn't want to just, start giving when I was prepared or not qualified for that. So that brought me to finding about what coaching might be. And I did the foundational program with Coacharya. And the journey itself, the journey of foundation program itself, and my program was an ontological program. So that itself was intriguing, interesting. It got me glued to, there was no way that I was leaving it halfway. So it was very certain for me that understanding myself, my own limitations, my set beliefs, being able to look into myself, that had to deepen. So while we had done a little bit of that in the foundation program itself, I knew that I am here to complete the program, get a complete look into my life, my people, my relationships, myself, understanding my own being and who am I being in my different relationships. That was very important to me. So yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining correctly, but it was clear to me that I'm here to complete the journey. And the way I see completion was completing it till the advanced stage of training. So, when we were new in the program, we were learner coaches in ACC level. A lot of our focus, and I'm talking as a learner, so a lot of our focus was really very limited to just getting somehow the recordings done, the assignment submitted, being right about it, being accurate about it, getting the credential, following the competency, structure. So a lot of our focus in our training and in our work with people, peer coaches, or even real clients was constantly observing ourselves and being the good coach there, wanting to be the good coach. I should be coming across as a good coach here. A lot of focus was on ourselves. When the training deepened from ACC level to PCC level, and we went into advanced ontological training, that's where this notion of I'm here for myself began to get diluted. And then there was deepening of a connection with the person I'm serving. And then this notion of I'm here to serve. I don't have to be the best coach. I don't have things to be proven here. I'm here for contributing, for serving. So this kind of deepening of distinctions, of ontological distinctions, and catching ourselves in the act of coaching itself, that began happening when we were in the advanced leg of the training, and we were doing a lot more training practice. And of course, the conversations in our cohort, in our classrooms among each other with our trainer. So that was deepening. So I think the focus shifted from ACC to PCC. The shift was from focusing our on ourselves and our performance as a coach to what am I delivering to the other person. A lot of it. This entire journey, foundational and advanced, and particularly advanced, like I said, for the reason that, suddenly the focus was on who am I being right now in the moment. That kind of lens is what we were working in the advanced leg. So what I learned about myself is, Sylvester, exactly that. Moment by moment in my relationships, in my work, in my surrounding, at my home, who am I being? This question was, it became a constant nagging question in the head, and I'm constantly answering that. So that helped me discover exactly that. Who am I being? Who am I being as a mother? Who am I being as a spouse? Who am I being as a daughter or daughter-in-law or coach? So a lot of self-awareness, I could say a lot of self-awareness in action. See, and I have done meditation, etc. So I do understand, know, and have practiced that a lot of self-awareness comes when we have closed our eyes and we have decided to disconnect while meditating. Now, here was the opportunity when you are catching yourself, becoming self-aware in the moment, in the action, with open eyes, open mouth, and you functioning. And I think that's what I learned. And I got to see a lot of gaps, a lot of areas where I could first see, identify, catch myself in the action, and could work on them. It led me to be a different kind of mother, a different kind of spouse, daughter. And of course, as a coach, I advanced in serving people. So one of the things that stands out, I'll give you an example. One of the things that stand out, it happened in the advanced leg of our program, where suddenly in a demo coaching session in our class itself, I had a moment where I suddenly realized that I was being happy with my child when she was doing things the way I wanted her to do. When she was being the good kid, the nice kid, obeying, doing the right things, that's when I was able to love her a lot. And so that was a moment of realization that I had been very conditional in giving love. So that was a moment which caused a lot of churn, that if I can't love my own child unconditionally, then do I know love at all? Can I love anyone at all unconditionally if they do not fit my criteria, if they do not fit my condition? Can I actually offer love to anyone? That's what I learned about myself, and then the course correction, and that reformed a lot of my personal relationships. See, anyone, so Sylvester, I had come here to discover a lot of things about myself. Actually, I did want to give out from my experiences, personal, professional, and therefore I looked up for coaching, what coaching is, and then I got into coaching. But what really happened is that I discovered myself. So I would say somebody who's really keen to answer the question, who am I, or who am I being? Anyone. And I would assume that at some point or the other in our lives as human beings, as advanced creatures, living creatures, we do face that question within ourselves. And if anyone is interested in finding their own answer, I think can take this journey. Now, it isn't necessary that they go out and practice as coaches, but even if they do, then of course they're making a difference, that's spreading it. They're contributing and serving a lot of other people, enabling them in their own journeys. But even if they do not become practicing coaches, they certainly are able to transform themselves and lives of people, close circle people around them. So I would say this kind of journey, particularly advanced kind of training, enables really deep introspection and is able to make the impact and difference in our own lives and lives of people who are immediately next to us. Anyone can do it, whether they want to be coaches or not. Now, a lot of people who have come from backgrounds of L&D, learning and development, HR backgrounds, find it easier to slip into, this kind of training and then taking it on as a profession or in their career. But truly anyone can do it, whoever is interested in knowing themselves, transforming themselves and people around them. My thoughts are that I think, the way he held the space for all of us, I think we were 11 of us, the way he held space for us, space of complete authenticity and safety, which is where all of us could actually deepen our own understanding. We could, the sessions were where we could open up and say that, okay, I have been a conditional mother. This is how I've been. So to come out in our own vulnerabilities, to be authentic ourselves, I think he was able to model that through his own experiences, through his own stories. Besides that, so like there were sessions where he was able to open up with all honesty, authenticity, and be vulnerable to relate stories from his professional, but also personal experiences, which helped us, each of us, connect with each other and to his stories, and to look at ourselves, reflect at ourselves, with the same authenticity. In addition to that, because of his background, he was also somehow able to keep us in the structure of the program. He made sure that the program, the module was getting delivered in the structured time. And he comes from, armed forces background. So that structuring discipline was always maintained and never felt, but always kept. That was beautiful. Of course, he also had, so the same, learning space was also held by Tracy, and both of them sort of held the cohort very beautifully together, complementing each other in different ways. Yeah, I think that's what I would say. And whenever even in today's time, if I have to look for an authentic opinion or perspective, I know whom to connect. I fall back upon Dreyvan's, perspectives and opinion. And that was the level of connect that he was able to make with each of us in the cohort.